Hello everybody, how is it going? For those who don't know me, my name is Nicole and I'm here to bring you all kinds of fun Disney themed videos. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm so glad you're here and thank you for watching my videos. In this video, we're going to do a little packing tips kind of hacks video for when you go on your Disney World vacation. If you're like me, you kind of panic when it's time to start packing. Honestly, I usually make lists of everything I need to pack. I start buying things for the vacation way early and put them in a little bin. So if you're anything like me and you're looking for tips and hacks for packing, go ahead and keep watching this video. So I'm going to kind of start this out by saying that these are just kind of things that have helped me and things that I've kind of learned from experience, from going to Disney World myself, forgetting to pack things, wishing I had this, that, or the other thing, and also kind of just from watching other people's videos like this. And they've had such good ideas that have helped me out so greatly when packing for Disney World. So that is where I found all of this information. I'm no packing expert or anything. These are just things that I've found helpful. So take it with a grain of salt. The first big hack that I have that I try so hard to follow myself, but I'm just not good at it, is to pack less. I am a huge culprit when it comes to overpacking, but honestly, packing less is going to help you at the airport. It's going to help you leave room in your suitcase for souvenirs. So definitely think of packing less and doing laundry halfway through your trip, especially if you're going to just have resort days in between your park days. It'll be the perfect time to just go down, throw a load of laundry in, and then you'll have clean clothes to wear for the second half of your trip. You absolutely can buy laundry detergent and things like that at the resort laundry rooms, but I do suggest bringing your own. I didn't really like the laundry stuff that they provided there, so if you are kind of picky about stuff like that, like I am, take your own laundry detergent and dryer sheets and things like that. So to kind of tie in with that, and I already mentioned it slightly, make sure that when you're packing, you're remembering that you're most likely going to buy souvenirs and things to bring home from the parks. This is a huge deal if you are flying home, because if your suitcase is already 35 pounds and your limit is 40 pounds for your suitcase on the plane, and you buy 10 pounds worth of stuff to bring home, which is a lot easier than you would think it is, you're kind of screwed. So make sure that you totally remember to leave plenty of space and plenty of extra weight in your bags in order to bring that stuff home. And of course, you can always take things in your carry-on, but you just want to make sure that you're packing the right things and carrying on the right things, because you don't want to get anything confiscated or taken away or lost. So just keep that in mind when you're packing. You want to leave room for souvenirs on the way back. The next tip is kind of weird, but if you are a gum chewer, you want to pack your own gum. Disney World does not sell gum at all, not at the resorts, not at the parks. Nowhere. You are not going to find gum anywhere to buy. So if you want to chew gum at all, if you like to chew gum, if you want to have it just in case, bring your own, or you're just not going to have any for the whole trip. I'm pretty sure they do this so that it lessens the chance of there being gum stuck to everything, which I'm totally fine with because that's disgusting. But whatever their reasons are, you're just not going to find gum anywhere to buy, so bring it yourself. Next, we have packing for the weather, and it kind of seems obvious when you're packing, oh, it's Florida, it's going to be so hot, I'm just going to bring tank tops and shorts and whatever, but that's kind of not the case. Especially if you're going in those late fall to winter, early spring months, you're going to have days that are pretty chilly and what some people would even call cold. You're going to want to pack layers, pack a jacket, pack a hoodie, pack one pair of jeans just in case, because of course there will be somewhere for you to buy warm clothing, but you're going to be paying theme park Disney World prices, so you don't want to end up being cold and having to drop $60, $70, $80 on a sweatshirt just because you forgot to pack one yourself. This tip is also kind of related to clothing, and that is to bring multiple pairs of comfortable shoes. You don't want to buy brand new shoes for the trip because they're not going to be broken in, they're going to make your feet hurt. You don't want to bring just one pair because it might rain and they'll get soaking wet. So if you have tennis shoes and they're soaking wet, you have to walk the next day all day in a park with wet shoes, which is gross feeling, it's uncomfortable, and it can hurt your feet. And you also don't want to be stuck in flip-flops or sandals every single day either, because that can hurt your feet. You have to remember, you're going to be walking miles and miles every single day, and your feet are going to feel it. So definitely bring a couple of options just in case one of your shoes don't work out. And plus, that gives you the room to switch in and out shoes if they get dirty or if they get soaking wet in the rain, because it does rain every day in Florida pretty much. So you want to have clean, dry shoes to put on in case that happens to you. So going along with having sore feet and things like that, you're going to want to bring something to help you take care of blisters. Even in the most comfortable shoes that have never given you a blister a day in your life, it is very likely that you could still get a blister. I've never not gotten a blister at Disney World because you're just walking so much, and your feet and your body just aren't used to that. Almost any shoes I've ever worn have given me even at least a small blister at some point, but as long as you pack and you go prepared, you should be okay. So a couple ideas for this are you're going to want to bring like an antibiotic ointment, you're going to want to bring maybe some Band-Aids, and I've never done this myself, but I'm going to next time. A tip that I've gotten recently was to take moleskin, which is something that you can put on it to kind of act as a barrier between where the blister is or where the shoe is rubbing and the shoe. So of course I've never tried it, but I've heard multiple people say that it's a lifesaver. And then also, if you're anything like us, you're gonna have very sore feet at the end of the day. My feet get really sore just being on them, and Andrew's get so sore that he almost didn't even want to go back to the park the next day. So having something like Epsom salt would help so much to be able to go in the bathroom at the hotel room and just soak your feet for a little bit so that you can kind of be rejuvenated and ready to walk all day again the next day. Taking something to soak your feet in, whether it be Epsom salt or something else of your choice, will be very helpful with combating like the sore feet. Another thing that I like to take with me for the hotel room is slippers or fuzzy socks or something like that. Again, if you're anything like me, you kind of like to blast the air conditioner when you're at Disney World because it's probably pretty hot and you don't have to worry about the bill from blasting the air conditioner like you do at home. So a lot of the rooms have wood floors, especially if you're staying at like a value resort. We stay at value resorts when we go, and most of them have now been renovated and have hardwood floors, so they get very cold. And also, as much as I don't want to admit it, they're kind of dirty. If I walk around in the hotel room in the morning when I wake up and I don't have slippers or socks on, my feet usually turn pretty dirty, which is kind of gross. But just honestly, it's another reason to bring socks or slippers or house shoes or something like that. And plus, it'll just be a little bit more comfortable and make you feel a little bit more at home in that hotel room. Next little tip that I have is to bring kind of like your own little first aid kit. You absolutely can buy things like Advil, Tums, Pepto-Bismol, Tylenol, things like that in your hotel gift shop or even at plenty of places in the parks. But I think that the safer and more cost-effective option is to just bring your own in a little tiny first aid kit and have it ready to go. Plus, then you'll know that you have anything that you could normally need with you. You won't have to search for it. You won't have to stop somewhere and buy it. You'll just have it. You can take something if you get a headache, take something if you get a tummy ache, and you'll be totally fine. And you'll be thanking yourself for already having it ready there to go. The next thing that I totally recommend having, and this is mostly for in the parks, is a portable charger or like a battery charge bank. I always have one with me with a charging cord because you just never know how much you're going to be on your phone in the lines, taking pictures, FaceTiming people to show them things. And the worst thing that could happen is your phone dies, because having the My Disney Experience app in your phone is kind of what helps you get you through your day at Disney World. And if your phone dies and you don't have that, it could be kind of a rough time. If your phone dies, you won't be able to book new fast passes, you won't be able to take pictures, you won't be able to take videos or anything like that. So you don't want to have your phone die on you at Disney World, so definitely take a charger. Another good recommendation for something to take with you into the parks is something to do in line. So like any other theme park or amusement park, you're gonna be waiting in line a lot. So it might be a good idea to download some cool apps on your phone or take something with you that you can do to kind of help pass the time. You will see a ton of people in line playing games like Heads Up on their phone. You can even download games like Uno, Monopoly, stuff like that on your phone that you could totally play just by yourself or with the people you're with in line. but I definitely recommend doing this because it can really help that line feel less miserable. You won't feel like you're waiting as long. You'll be having fun while you're doing it, and plus you can make some memories just standing in the line. So if you don't know, Disney has completely banned the use of plastic straws. Now, I'm one of those people who loves to drink out of a straw. I really don't like sipping out of the cup like this. I prefer to have a straw. And really the only straws that you can get are the paper straws. And in my personal experience, the paper straws they have at Disney at this point just aren't standing up to what they need to be. For example, I went to Starbucks every single day and got a paper straw with my drink, and halfway through the drink it was falling apart. Pieces of paper were coming out in my mouth. It was bending and ripping, and it just wasn't a great time. So if you're one of those people who needs to have a straw or really wants to have a straw, I recommend taking your own reusable straws. You could take silicone or metal straws and just keep them in whatever bag you're taking with you to the park, and it'll be easy and always there for you, and it's no waste at all. So you can still use a straw and feel good about it. So the last packing hack I have is super relevant now, but I did this even before all of this stuff started happening. And that would be to take your own hand sanitizer and wipes and Lysol spray and things like that. So if you go to the travel section at your local Target or Walmart or anything like that, you're going to find little travel size versions of things like Lysol spray, antibacterial wipes, and hand sanitizer. And I so recommend doing this because you can wipe up tables before you eat, spray things down that you need to spray down. Of course, be mindful of where you are and what you're spraying. Are there people around? Don't just go spraying willy-nilly. But, if you need to spray something down because you're worried about who's touched it, you can. And it really just helps you feel a little bit better because Disney World is a super duper high contact place. Everybody has touched everything, and you don't know where they've been, who they are, what else they've touched, what they have, anything. So having these extra precautions to keep you safe and your family safe are great, and especially nowadays, going through everything we're going through, this is going to help you out a lot because of course Disney is taking extra steps to help keep us safe, but ultimately it's on you and you need to protect yourself. So I definitely recommend packing these items. So that just about rounds up the list of packing tips and hacks that I have for you guys. But as always, we're all trying to improve here, so let me know what are your packing tips and hacks that you always use for Disney World or for anywhere else. Like I said, I'm always looking to improve and make sure that I am ready to go for every trip I go on. If you liked this video or if it helped you at all, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that bell icon so that you get a notification every single time I upload a new video. As always, thank you so much again for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Bye!